Hey guys, it's your girl Jada, not Jade. Jada, Jade, just not Jade. Don't care what you call me. But I'm just gonna come to you guys with a little tutorial. I posted a picture on my Instagram, but just something natural. My skin has went through a little change from moving from Florida to New York to back to Kentuckiana. So this is gonna be like kind of like my updated routine when I'm just going somewhere. I want something natural, nothing too, I can't say too heavy. I really can't, because I'm like a full coverage like queen, like on the regular. But this is just what I did, and I'm gonna start off with my Tatcha, this silk canvas primer. I love this. It is so good. They say you just use like a little rice size. I kind of honestly just like put my finger in it and just go. I mean, I might grab some like with my nail, but this is a really amazing primer for all skin types. It really makes sure your makeup lasts all day. Also, I avoid like my nose piercing, like this area, my nostril, because we don't need that to get infected and messed up. They said you can't wear makeup, but I can't. I can't do that. Also, my brows, I'm growing them back out so I can change my shape. So they're a little bushy, little thick. But
yeah, my brows are sisters, never twins. Well, sometimes they're twins, but like if they're sisters, I don't give up.
You know, I don't give a hoot. I'm gonna go ahead and use this MAC Fix Plus. It's the Prep and Prime, and just kind of mist that over that, just because.
Why the hell not? Also helps your makeup last a little bit longer.
So I'm also like having a horrible skin day. I'm getting ready to start my period soon. Oops, didn't rub that in. And I break out like crazy, as you can see. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It is in the shade Butter Pecan. Yes, this looks really dark. This was my foundation when I lived in Florida.
We can't afford to be buying new foundations every season right now at the moment, so we're gonna go ahead and make a do and a do. Plus, I like it anyway, regardless, okay?
Because this is like the most laziest tutorial ever. Sorry, guys. I got it at Target, and I just kind of like just go around in a circle. And it's like another pump. That was like a really nice size pump. And just put it on the areas where I want a little bit more coverage.
Put this hair up or something, because it's in the way.
So going over with a damp beauty blender. You know, take out them streaks just in case. Don't forget to buff down your neck too, sis. Now that you got that nice and blended, you can use your concealer. I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Sucre d'Orge. I don't know, it's medium dark 1.5. I have no idea. And I just take that and I go right under my eyes. I need to buy more of this. Gotta get that forehead.
That thigh head in between them browns. Down the nose. A little bit on that chin.
Normally, I would take my concealer along the sides of my nose to kind of make it a little snatch. But since I got this bad boy in, it's not gonna look right if I like only like snatch like half my nose. The concealer under my eyes sit a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend my nose first. Ooh, get up. Come into the light already. Ooh. Okay, I might need to get that winter shade like as soon as possible actually. So you can see what it looks like so far. Same thing, especially trying to get close to my eye on this side. Okay, so once you have that done, go ahead and set that babe. This is my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So that's what it looks like. But I'm gonna also go ahead and mix some of the luxury baking powder in the shade Banana by Makeup Revolution. Mix just a little bit.
Because I don't want to look too ghostly. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, snatched and baking cookies and stuff on my face today. Just gonna shake that up a little.
Shake that.
Set right where you put that concealer. You gotta set that bridge. Y'all, my nose is an oil ball. Like, it really does not matter what time of the day, whatever, my nose is gonna be like
KFC Burger the Chicken?
What?
I bake, but I do not bake my forehead and my chin under here. I don't really bake long. Dang, that is so uneven. Let me at least try to get that right.
We get it. I don't care.
This is a brush I got from TJ Maxx. It's like Olivia Lane. It's the tapered face brush. I'm actually going to use my Sephora Matte Perfection Powder Foundation in the shade 42 Warm Tan.
Why does my hand up? Like, do something.
And I just use this powder to wipe it off, just so I have like a little bit more coverage, and so like I'm not looking so ghostly, because I found that if I don't wipe it off, it looks really, really white on me, especially if I bake for a long time. So then we're gonna take the MAC Fix Plus spray.
Listen, honey, I love being wet, okay? Like,
Let that fan a little bit. Also, a little trick is with that damp sponge. Some people do a brush. I don't see how y'all can do a brush. I'm not that bold, but they'll like dab it in. I'm gonna let this sit a little bit and dry before I start to dab.
like I'm really rocking in the air, trying to dry my face.
And I do this very lightly because I don't really want to pick up my foundation and like all that powder that we literally just put on the face. So just very lightly. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry just a tad bit more because that's not ready. So while that does that, I'm gonna take my bronzer. This is Bobbi Brown in the shade Deep 4. Dude, why are you using deep? Because I like it. So it's just a brush that I also got from TJ.
And like, TJ Maxx is my store. If y'all trying to like hit me up or sponsor me or something like that, just email me, slide up, holler, whatever. It's my store.
This is just a powder contour brush. I'm just gonna dip. And then on the floor. Hold on. Tap in, dust off that excess. And I'm just gonna like dab that onto my eye, like the whole freaking lid.
The whole freaking lid, y'all.
And this just gives it like that nice kind of like, nice little shade, nice little color. Doesn't have to be too pretty, just like that. And then this is Sunspec Max. It is the Volux Pearl eyeshadow. This is what it looks like in the container. Really cute packaging. And I'm just gonna dab my middle finger, literally, and put that like in the center of my eyelids like a halo. Might look a little crazy right now, but just wait. And then using my index, just gonna blend out the ends just a little bit. I don't know why I started doing this, but I like it. Normally, like if I'm doing a natural eyeshadow look, I do something completely different. but I was just trying something that day and I liked it. So yeah, also gonna go back over with that same brush and kind of pat that over there. That way it's not too like shine bright like a diamond in your face. But when you look, I got a little sparkle in your eyes. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and take that same bronzing powder and that same brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, bronze up my face. I got a nice size 5 head, so I put a lot of powder right there. Like a horrible angle. Like, I have a fat face in general and big cheeks.
So I'm like, ugh, while I'm trying to film this, ugh.
Alright, so then I like to get this area as well, but very little. And like, I used to go like right here and start, but now I go a little bit higher up, and then I blend up as well.
I got a big old head, I know.
And then I get my jaw too. Same thing on the other side. Hey, Papa. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills That Glow Kit. And this is also a Real Techniques brush. This is the contour brush, but I'm actually using it for highlight. And I'm going to take bubbly and dripping glow. And then also, I'm gonna go over my eye just a little bit, so it has a nice little like sheen. And then also with my finger, kind of like rub that in using the warmth, even though my hands are ice cold. And then I'm gonna use Sunburst on Cupid's bow. Couldn't think. And then I think I use Sunburst for my nose too. I think I do, so I'm just gonna do it now. And kind of bring that up into like in between my brows just a little bit. Especially since I can't really contour at the moment. I love a good Cupid's bow. For blush, I'm going to use NARS and Ghoul, or Ghoul. And I'm going to use this brush. I think this might have been part of an old Morphe brush that I had, old Morphe blush brush. I don't know. Both soil in there, really pigmented. And then I like to use it and go up to blend in my highlight and my contour together. Almost like it kind of like marries the two, but still it gives it a little color. And go a little bit on the cheeks too. Okay, so then once that is all done and together, spray again. Gonna spray Urban Decay All Nighter Spray on top of that. Some people will cover their eyes so it doesn't mess with the shadow. For this look, I don't really care.
I just don't really care.
So for mascara, for my lower lash, I'm gonna use Bad Cow Bang by Benefit. This is such a good lash for the lower lashes, oh my god. This is my ultimate face liner. This Artistry Signature Eyes Volume Mascara is just something that I have. For the lips, I'm using ColourPop with I Love Sarahi Lippy Pencil. This is the shade 951.
And call it a day.
No. This is MAC lip gloss. Is there a shade? Nope. This is what it looks like. And use that to kind of like marry everything. Went over with my favorite lip gloss, Fenty and Fenty Glow. And that's the finished look. Hey y'all, so I forgot to film an outro, so I'm just gonna say it really quick. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions or comments, concerns, whatever, just go ahead and comment them down below. And be sure to turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time that I post. Love y'all.